I've had a lot of fun personally attempting to raise money for this cause, because I don't know that I've ever had anyone just flat out say no. It's one of these deals, it's the right thing to do, to see that your fellow man's fed. And that's just, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I've said it a million times, but I would have to tell you I would steal, personally, if my family had to eat. I would do that. And I think anybody that would tell you any different hasn't really thought it over really good, because I think they would do the same thing. And I have always felt my whole life that hunger can basically be the root to all evil there is. I believe that with all my heart. The only thing I want to accomplish and be part of is feeding people that are hungry. How they got that way, why they got that way, I don't care.
I was at a point in my life where I had given up. And I needed someone. You know, I went from having a job for 15 years to not having anything, and when that happens to you, you think it's never going to happen to you. There's been times where I didn't know what I was going to eat or feed my kids, or what I was going to do as a mom to let them know that everything's going to be okay, because that's very important to me as a mom, to make sure my kids feel safe.
We've seen a need shift from those who need to come into the cafe for a hot meal to those who just need assistance getting by. The number of families who are living in their cars, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet has grown exponentially over the last few years. Our mobile food pantries have shown the biggest growth.
You could see the need on these people's faces. You could feel how grateful they were. There were veterans there wearing their World War II hat, proudly moving through the line, carrying their own food. There were children moving through the lines, carrying food for their parents. Just really profound experience.
This is a good thing for veterans that they're doing, I tell you, because a lot of them, like me, we count on stuff like this. We have to, because we don't have enough money to do a lot of stuff, you know.
Through our Meals on Wheels programs that serve our senior citizens who are homebound and in need of a hot meal and a well check every single day.
Meals on Wheels.
Hi.
We can touch the lives of regular people, and some of the clients that I've worked with remind me of my own father, grandparents, or neighbors.
You know, going through when I came from rehab, you know, and they started Meals on Wheels for me.
Oh yeah, sometimes my knee don't want to work. That's why I put the sign out on my knees. I try not to walk too much.
They've been just a lifesaver for me. They've been so nice to me. And the people that bring the food is so nice and friendly.
The need is so great. And the only thing greater that I have found than the need is the energy and the enthusiasm of the people that are here.
It fulfills me and gives me something to do and help other people. Is great.
Quite frankly, it's been a lot of fun. I especially enjoy interacting with the clientele here.
Come for a tour and see the vital work that's being done. You will recognize instantly that your dollars are being put to an amazing cause.
You know, if you're in a position to give $1,000, that's awesome, but if you're in a position where you can give $20, we try to tell people don't minimize that, because you can have a great impact, and when you're feeding people, it's always important.
People don't get it, and they don't understand, and they don't hear, and they think that you're just trying to just get freebies or whatever, you know. And she made me feel like I was listened to, like she was there for me, almost like a mom. You know, she hugged me, and I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel finally.
One of our most compelling stories is having Kimberly and her 3 children arrive at the doorstep of our cafe about 1.5 years ago. Kimberly came to us escaping domestic violence, had recently lost her job after Hurricane Irma, and found herself and her 3 children living in their car. What went from a homeless family of 4 living in a car.
This is our old house.
1.5 years later, she's gainfully employed, the children are excelling in school, and they have their own home.
And I think people realize that this soup kitchen is taking care of their own. These babies that are hungry, they're my babies, and they're your babies. We got them, and we're gonna feed them.
Love is power, love is a smile, love reaches out, love is the remedy, love is the answer, love's an open door, love is the only thing we're fighting for, yeah.
This is important, the work we do. And it can never stop. It just can't.